What is going on YouTube? It is FlopFish here and welcome to NHL Tips and Tricks episode number 9, and today we are going over rush defense, like how to defend against someone who's just straight up rushing you into your offensive zone. And it's pretty straightforward, and this is probably the best game I could find of it. It is fairly recent, but it wasn't my best game, to be quite honest, and I still managed to defend it. And so yeah, all this guy did was pretty much what you see here. Is he just tried to drive the middle of the zone and create something from nothing. And all you have to do in the situations like that is do what I did there and take away his time and space. And if you do that about 90% of the time, they're not going to score, and then your goalie can bail you out around the other 5-10% of the time, and you're going to have a good chance to win because there's not a lot they can do. So let's go ahead and let's get into the first little clip right here. This is off of Face Off, and it kind of shows how much playing someone for the rush here can actually be effective in this game, because here he's just going to skate up, and I get my hit there. He ends up getting it, but he ends up trying to carry it through about 3 guys in the slot there, and that's not going to happen. No matter what game you play, you're never going to carry the puck through 3 people there, and I don't know what he was thinking in doing it, but yeah, it just wasn't going to happen, and the whole game was so consistent like that. I actually managed to get some of his better plays in here, because honestly I didn't want to keep on putting the same thing over and over in here, and because it doesn't show kind of a little bit of variety in it. But pretty much all he did here, you're gonna see it again, all he does here is he tries to rush it and just take away his time and space at the blue line, and I don't give him a lot of room. Like right there, he had a little bit more than what I wanted to. Diving poke checks aren't the greatest, but they are pretty effective. Regular poke checks are pretty good, and as you can see there, I just took the puck away because he didn't have a lot of space, and that's pretty much all you've got to do with these type of people, is just take away their time and space here. And you're gonna see here he gets away with one here, and even then it's still not as bad, but once again it's the 5-10% where your goalie will bail you out, and that's what you need in this game. And Peters is a pretty awesome goalie, so I didn't really have to worry about him. But once again right here, poke checks galore. He had no space to go to the right, and it just forced him to stay on that left hand side there. And once again, it led to a scoring chance to me eventually again, and I finally converted after the first time. But it's the same thing over and over again with most of the people that play this play style. Now I tend to play a bit of it, but I also tend to mix it up, and you're gonna see another clip right here of him just trying to rush here. And so here he is. This time the diving poke check is effective because it cuts across the entire other half of the net, so he can't drag it to the other side. What do you know, quick scoring chance, didn't finish, but still got the chance, still got the shot off. So overall is a pretty effective play there, and that's just gonna how you have to play them. You have to force them to one side, and you have to take away their time and space, and those are the 2 biggest keys when you're playing someone like this. And there's really the zones you can defend. You can defend the passes, and then you want to defend at the lines. You want to defend the blue line right here, the center ice line. Like I didn't defend the blue line right here, so I'm going to defend right here. You kind of have 3 zones. You have both blue lines, and then you have your end, and that my end was the one there, and then you're gonna see some blue line defense eventually. So right here, once again, I have everyone up at the blue line, and he doesn't have time and space and room, and any little disturbance will really just bother him here. And the one problem, like, this is a fine strategy to have in this game. I'm actually quite fond of it. Like I said, I do use it. However, it's very repetitive, and if you're gonna keep on getting shut down either by the player or the goalie by doing something repetitive, you've got to change up your game plan. And he doesn't do this till about 5 minutes left in the 3rd period, when it's already 2-0. And you're gonna see another little clip here where he's just coming up and he's skating through, and once again, the blue line, it's one of the 3 zones: your blue line, their blue line, and then kind of your slot, are the 3 areas you really want to focus on, because you really don't want him to gain a ton of momentum. But once again, I went for the stick lift there. This time did the diving, hoping to get him to dive across the other way, and it worked out somewhat, and my goalie once again bailed me out for a little bit. And it just overall, that's gonna be how you have to play them. And so yeah, as I always say, your offense is kind of your best defense in this game too. You want to make sure you convert on every opportunity you get, because right there I converted on my one-timer, and once again, he didn't start doing one-timers until like pretty much now, and is kind of funny because I kind of took a page out of his book towards the end here, and overall it was just, you know, it was a great game to play against for me because it kind of really refined my skills for this. And towards the end I played a lot better, like right here with Gleason. He had absolutely nothing there. I stayed with him and ended up taking a delay game penalty, but that's what you got to do. You just got to stay with your man there and play the man and then play the puck. Just don't let him get by you. And he didn't pass a lot. In the first 2 periods I held his passing percentage down very low. It was about 20% in the first and 28% in the second, so that's pretty solid if you ask me. And the third period he got a much better passing game, so he played better, and it's no surprise he did. But anyways, that's about it for this episode. In summary, make sure you defend, you know, the 2 blue lines there, the center ice line, and your slot here, and make sure you take away their time and space and play the man. Don't be afraid to skate backwards like I did there. That's one of the things I didn't mention, but using the vision control skating is really key in this because it just allows you to maintain that little extra momentum backwards, and it allows you to poke check better. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. He's gonna end up rage quitting in 3, 2, 1. And if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, and as always, take it easy and peace out, and see you in the next video. See ya.